Hello, I am Madam Eileen, and I'm going to make a figure skater. I tied these two balloons together, and then I'm going to do a tulip twist with them tied together. This is a technique known as a marriage twist. Now I've twisted and caught the knot on the other side of this.
So when you get, where are you on your stars?
And now I'm making a pinch twist to hold that knot on this side of the balloon. This is going to be the bottom leg of the figure skater. I'm inflating a silver 260 balloon, and this will become the bottom of her skates. I wrap the knot around the pinch twist, and now I'm going to create two small bubbles. I'm going to connect them to the pink balloon by just twisting it around 2 or 3 times, and then making another set of 2 pinch twists. And I'm going to connect them here underneath our marriage twist. Adjust it and think how I'm going to bring the front of the shoe back.
I think that's a fun thing. A fun thing and a tactical thing is how fall without reaching out with your hands.
I decided to go ahead and look at the proportions of the leg. But I want to connect the leg to something before I just break it off, so I have a gold 260. This is actually chrome gold. I'm going to make a few petals, also known as loops. These are loop twists that I'm going to do a series of. It's going to be her skirt.
Crumble up and not reach out with it. Yeah. Especially with your fingers here.
I decided to just do 5.
I always say it's like those little bugs.
And I'm going to do 2 little pinch twists at the remaining part of the balloon to be the neckline of her dress.
I don't know what their actual names are.
I didn't have much left on this balloon. It's hard to break a balloon that has no air in it, so I used my scissors. Wrapped it around, just making sure that knot up there is where I want it, and it's nice and tight, and my dress won't start blowing apart. I pulled the air out of this middle section of the balloon to make it easier to cut. And I'm going to use this long piece of pink balloon, pull it between the white bubbles, and wrap it around towards the back of the skate. This will hold my white bubbles in place for the wheels, and also curve the front of the skate forward and down to look more graceful. And rather than cut the string off too soon, I'm just wrapping the length, giving a pull and letting it go. And it stays right where I want it inside the balloon. Now what I'm doing here is I'm judging by proportion. I'm looking at the length of the torso of the dress to how long the legs are. Legs are usually a head longer than the torso. The torso of a human body is about 3 human heads long, and the top of your leg is 2 human heads long, and below the knee is 2 human heads long. Those are proportions to make sure that she doesn't have exaggerated legs, too short or too long. Now to attach the legs, I pinched and twisted the leg where I wanted it to go into the dress. Then I pushed the twist into the center of the flower of the skirt, and then I rolled the rest of the leg around a few of the loop tips a few times, and that is what let the leg sit in there perfectly. Now what I'm doing here is I'm using balloons from the first boot. I tie them to keep the air from escaping. And I'm going to tie them together, the rest of the leg and the pink of the boot, to create the second boot and leg. See, I've just caught the knot. I've twisted it so the knot is on the big side of the balloon. And now I'm doing a pinch twist to catch and hold that knot right there. And that'll keep my leg from shooting out of the boot. And now we're going to repeat. We're going to wrap the white knot around the pinch twist, do 2 bubbles with the white, connect it to the shoe. You can see I'm almost running out of air on that pink, but I have just enough to finish it off. Now I'm connecting the white balloon around that pinch twist. Now I'm not forcing that white balloon around. I'm rolling it, and it's naturally wanting to walk itself around the pinch twist. Now I gave a snip to the pink and wrapped the rest of the deflated balloon around the pinch twist. And I cut off the rest, matching the legs.
You tell me when you're going to start skates cool. Maybe I'll start skates cool with you.
I give a twist, I push it into the joint of the
Go to the
dress,
silver class.
and then
You
I
can take a
rotate,
break.
I roll that balloon.
Who
Great.
brought in
It
donuts?
goes
Ariana,
around
did
the
you bring in
skirt.
donuts?
Not July 3rd. I
There's
got
some
it this
donuts
July
up
Sometimes
here.
4th.
that balloon is very full of air. It's going to make a loud pop, so I
July 4th
opt
is a Monday.
to
It's
use
just
Try
I
not
can't
to leave any
jinx
crumbs
my
in
wrist.
fully popping and making a
Or
loud
maybe
noise.
I'll
But I
put
could
on
still
all of the
use
protective
this
gear.
balloon.
Yeah.
Just enough left to make an arm.
On you?
You
Yeah,
can
that's understandable.
see I used part of the leg to go up the back of the dress
Kids
into the
not to
pinch
stand
twist
behind because they don't
and
want
off
me
to
to
the
fall off.
side. I shaped it with a shock twist and added 2 pinch twists to make that one
Just have
arm.
a little too much air.
So what I'm going to try to do over here on this side is,
One of our
since I have no
skaters,
room to work with,
He is
I'm
actually
creating a little
relocating to
hole,
Spain for
letting
work.
the air out to give myself some wiggle room so I can create
We're
2
having a
pinch twists out of the rest of this
work
balloon,
tomorrow.
so I don't have to use a new
Yeah,
balloon.
joint part of skate club involves
I'm busy
Sunday
talking
morning
with some
practices.
other mothers
We have
who are
church,
here
so
at
we
the
can't do it
skate
because church is
land,
at the same time as the practices.
telling them how fun that I had enrolling my son in classes here, while I am making my little figure skater. I decided I'm going to bend this leg back. So I fold the leg and I pinch and I pull the balloon right at that folded area. And when I slowly let go, the balloon is permanently bent.
I'm going to really geek the girls out with this. Now I just
Make
need the
that beautiful
head.
skater leg. I'm very proud of this skate.
The headless skater just
And
for
now-
Halloween.
It's looking very exciting, but we need to do the face. This is a technique that I got from watching Shanna Sharp perform her balloon twisting and Balloon Request live. If you haven't had a chance to see Shanna Sharp's Balloon Request live on Twitch, it's worth watching. She is entertaining, she is funny, and very inspiring. I had to choose if I wanted a fat face that went side to side or if I wanted a long, narrow face that went up and down. That helped me decide on how I wanted to shape this head.
Okay, if you did
I
not find
decided I
the
was going to
cards
go
for
left
Bill or
and right
Walter
for the
yet,
face.
they're at the front table.
After I tied the brown balloon, and I went left and right, I made pinch twists in the blush for the ears.
And there's
I
lots of
decided to do a
donuts.
bun,
And there's 2 bananas.
which was basically just a pinch twist, and then I did a loop twist, and I tucked the pinch twist into the loop to complete the bun, and then I just connected the rest of the balloon back to the other ear. Now I'm going to attach the head by wrapping a piece of deflated balloon around the neck of the dress, back to the head. And my favorite time, marker art time. Let's see. Oops, I dropped the phone. Sorry about that, folks. I'm going to try to do this so you can see how I draw. I like to try to keep my drawings simple. So I like to do circles, and then I draw a little circle in the big circle, and then I color in with black marker whatever was left of the big circle. And then I always like to do eyelashes for the girls. Always do a tiny, tiny nose. You can never go wrong with a tiny nose. And a little smile. And she's done. The beautiful and grace of a figure skater. I hope you give this one a try, or have enjoyed watching my journey making it. The best part of watching the figure skaters is listening to that beautiful music. Have a fun day. Bye.